Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the RoBuilder YouTube channel. Today we're doing the series still, okay? The Building a Showcase series. And if it turns into a usable map for a game that I might make in the future, that would be dope as well. But I'm switching it up, okay? We were previously on an island, and it was gonna be like a forest, blah 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 blah. I'm really liking this style of building now. So like medieval fantasy type deals, and I really like that. So instead of, doing the island, I'm gonna build something else. Today we're gonna build one more of these houses, I believe, and maybe next episode we might build a castle. Okay, we're gonna have to see. Okay, I'm trying to do a cool fantasy build, and it will be a mix of a showcase. Maybe it'll just be a showcase until I find a scripter, I guess. But we're gonna hop over into Blender right here. As you can see, we have our 3 buildings and our mushrooms right over here, and we just have to build one more of these buildings. So yeah, so we'll start out by putting a cube. I think we'll have this one like this size, and then we'll just do Shift D to duplicate this cube, bring it over. We should probably like turn on the little go into edit. I'm gonna press G. Wrong face. No. So I think I want like this half of the house to come out a bit. So we'll just, and I want it to be thinner. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, grab just this cube, and I'm kind of gonna shape out the rough edges of the house and how I want it to be. It's gonna be a little bit different than the other ones we've built, but same style, of course, because we want to keep the theme going. So I'll shape it out very roughly, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so basic shape is right here, and I'm thinking we'll have a door on this side right here, like a pretty big door. A nice fantasy door, kind of curved and stuff. And then a deck kind of wrapping from like this area around this build, and probably cutting off right here on the side of this. And then another door right here. So this door will resemble this one, like an actual physical door you can see. This one will resemble like these cutouts, because I think that'd be cool. And then we'll have one window right here, like a nice, pretty big window, probably a curved window. I think the rest of them have all been like straight windows. Yeah. So we'll do a curved window here, and that'll kind of go with this guy. And then the door will have like kind of one of each door on this build as well. So I think up next, I'm going to go ahead and I will build the wooden beams, because that's going to be real easy. So I'll put the beams on, and that'll kind of help me space out everything, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, your boy has made some progress. We basically just added a chimney and like all the wood pieces for the house, so it's looking pretty good. I think up next, I'll go ahead and add the roofs on to like this side and this side, and maybe put the door here and a door cut out here. I don't know exactly what I'm wanting to do with this one. I just know I want it to be very like, I don't know if whimsical is the right word, but whimsical. Alright guys, so I don't know where the last little update was, but I think I said I was gonna do the roof and the little doorways. I got those done. The bull tool was not actually working too well, so I had to just really improvise here. I had to fill in like each of these faces and stuff. There's like a little gap right here. I don't know what that's all about, but it's all good. We got it going. Everything's all right now. So here's these. Perfect. And then the bones of the house, the roof, and the chimney. I think I want to add a little thing in the chimney, like 2 little like circular chimneys, I guess, inside the chimney, if that makes sense. Let me go ahead and do that. So I think I'll just do like one like kind of big one and then one kind of small one. That's not enough sides. Let me spawn in another one. Cylinder, and let's go ahead and give this like, I think 10 sides should be plenty. Bring it up over here. I'll be beveling it too, so that'll add to it. Bring this whole guy down a little bit. We can make the skinny one first. Something like this. E to extrude, and then ES, E to extrude, and then I to inset, and E to extrude downward. So here's one of them, and that one can go like over here. And then I want to do like a little bit of a thicker one, I think. So I'll just duplicate this one, scale it up, and then scale it down on the Z-axis. And I think with this loop cut, we're going to go ahead and make it bend a little bit. So let me grab that, and then just scale it. Something like that. And then we can go into here, A, and bevel everything just a little bit to kind of round it all up. And then we will auto smooth and, well, shade smooth and auto smooth. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Added a little bit of good detail to the build. Up next, I'm going to go ahead and build the dock area. Or I call it a dock. It's a deck. There we go. That makes it like a deck. And I'm going to build that. I think I'm going to kind of like start here, wrap it out around in maybe a little bit of this side. So coming out this way too. Not exactly sure yet, but I'll be back right when that's done. All right, guys, so as far as the house goes, I think I'm done with it, okay? Now, of course, I'll be adding, like, more details, like the greenery and everything like that in studio. And you might be thinking, bro, it looks a bit off. This is just floating. The idea here is that some sort of terrain would be like, you know, this would be flat, and then there would be a hill under here. So, like, it would go up like this, and then the hill would be what's supporting the rest of this house. That's the idea, but if I need to change it later on, I can always hop back into this Blender file and just, you know, pop in a few more pegs, and it'll be a-okay and all good. And I could add, like, a rock foundation down here as well. Everything will be a-okay. But I think that's good. We're going to bring it into studio. Hopefully there's no errors. A lot of times there is, and I actually have to jump back into Blender. I don't usually show you guys that, but if there is an error, I'll kind of troubleshoot you guys. All right, guys, house 4 is coming in. Here's how the set looks so far. I did bring those mushrooms in. I don't know if I showed you guys those or not yet, but house 4 is coming in. There's 10 parts because there's you know, a few different extra little things on this one. So 10 parts. Let's see. Bring it on in. Come on. All right, we just got to select all of these, insert with location, and we definitely have a bit of some errors here. So it looks like the only thing that happened this time is this flipped face. I could click double-sided. No, I can't. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is hop back into Blender, and we need to fix this. We have inverted faces on all of these, so we have to fix that. And then this face right here. So let's delete this, go into meshes, and remove house 4 from the game. Now, if we hop into Blender, you kind of just click on this, or let me grab all this and go into edit mode. Click right here. I can go to face orientation. Now, we actually don't have a broken face in Blender, so that's very interesting. Like right here where it was all invisible, it's fine. So I'm not sure why that happened, but yeah, I could definitely fix these guys. So I'm just gonna go to face select mode and do Alt-N, flip. Now those are fixed. I am gonna have to figure out this whole building thing though, because I don't know what's broken on it. I don't know, like, why that happened. All right, guys. All right, there was a couple other flip faces up here. We just kind of remade this face a little bit and added a boolean on the actual window because it kept just filling over everything. So I think we're okay now. Let me go ahead and export this. Insert everything from thing. We also have 11 files now, so that's cool. We're probably, I think the extra thing was the actual insert for the window. We're about to see, though. All right, let's go. Boom, and insert with location. There. Oh, my gosh. There we go. We have our build now. I'm going to go ahead and color it. I'm going to add the little... I got to think, okay, because I like the aesthetic of, like, these 3D, like, things, but it's also a ton of parts. And if I ever end up turning this into, like, an actual game, I have to think of the best way to optimize that. So I might skip out on, like, the vegetation. And if you guys have any ideas on how I can make this, like, I don't know, better, like how I can do the vegetation in a different way, definitely let me know. All right, guys, so I just finished coloring it and everything like that. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and add on the greenery. It just looks really plain without it, and I might try to set up a little bit of a scene. We're just gonna see how it goes and how time goes, but let me go ahead and get all the greenery on it real quick, and then I'll be back with you guys and we'll get maybe a scene set up. I'm not sure yet. Alright, guys, all 4 buildings are done, as well as the fantasy mushrooms. Let me know what you guys want to see me do with these. I know I'm going to build some sort of a showcase and kind of hope it turns into a game later on down the road, because, you know, hey, your boy be trying to get them Robux, and showcases don't really be making Robux, so hopefully I can turn it into a game later on. But I think it's looking absolutely incredible, and I think up next is going to be, like, some castle stuff, so if you're excited for that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That is going to wrap it up, though, guys. Have a great day. Later.